Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dhananjay and this is DV Production. Welcome to our guide of mastering portrait lighting techniques. Lighting plays a crucial role in photography, whether be it adding depth to your images, projecting mood, or defining subjects. Today we learn about 7 key portrait lighting techniques that every photographer should know. Let's dive into this and take your portrait lighting photography to the next level. So guys, before we start, I'd like to introduce our model to us, Vanya. Hi Vanya. So we'll be demonstrating our lights on her. The first setup that we'll start with is split lighting. What split lighting does is, it divides the face into 2 equal halves, one brightly illuminated and other in deep shadows. It adds drama, mystery and creates intensity in your portraits. We'll see how it's done. So what we have done is we've placed the light on the right side of the model, so her one part of the face is illuminated and the other is in the shadows. This will add drama and intensity to our portraits. We'll quickly click and see. Okay Vanya, look in the camera. As you can see from the photo, the strong side lighting highlights texture of the skin, hair and facial structure. This effect of split lighting can make photo more intense, mysterious or even assertive. Because this type of lighting leaves the subject's face half in shadows, it also makes subjects with wider faces appear narrower. Split lighting is not only used in photography but in cinematography as well. So the next lighting setup we look at is Rembrandt lighting. Rembrandt lighting is named after the famous Dutch painter Rembrandt. He used to paint his portrait in this very distinctive manner. One side of the face being completely highlighted, while the other there's a triangle or a diamond shaped highlight that is created. We'll have a look. So what I'll do now, I'll move the light a little to the left and adjust it till we can see a triangle shaped highlight being created on the face. So this is the classic Rembrandt style portrait. Now we'll click and see. Okay Vanya, look here, look straight into the camera. Yes, that's it. As we can see, a triangle is being formed under the eye. This lighting pattern offers more dramatic effects, highlighting the subject's features and adding depth to the scene. This lighting offers exceptional amount of shadows and shape on the body to draw out the subject's feature as well. Next up, we have loop lighting. Loop lighting creates a small subtle shadow that creates a gentle loop or a crescent on the subject's cheek. It is a very versatile technique that produces soft and flattering light, ideal for various portrait styles. We'll have a look. So what we'll do is we'll move the light further to the left until we see a gentle loop being created on the subject's cheek. See? Now we can adjust the depth of the loop by increasing or decreasing the light distance from the subject. So I like this much. We'll hold on to this. Yeah. So little more to the left. Yeah, that's it. So Vanya, look here. Smile. In this photo we can see a loop is being created by the shadow below the nose. It can be used for a variety of subjects including individuals or groups, and is particularly effective for people with round or oval shaped faces. A downside from the sharp contrast of the perpendicular light source is that nose shapes become more pronounced. This can be unflattering for models with larger or more pronounced noses. Now let's explore beauty lighting or the butterfly lighting. What it does is it eliminates all shadows across the face, creating a very flattering and a glamorous effect. It creates a subtle shadow like a butterfly under the nose. Let's see how it is done. So what we have done is we have placed the light right in front of the model and placing it higher, a little higher, till we can see a butterfly shaped shadow being created under her nose. Now this lighting is very much used in the fashion world or in the beauty portrait photography for its glamorous and flattering effect. Let's click and see. As we can see in this picture, a sense of directional lighting is present because of the shadow created under the nose. Now this is much better than a flat lighting. This light was highly used by the Paramount Studios in the 20th century. Hence this light is used for the beauty shots for its flattering effect. So what we have here is called clamshell lighting setup. Like a clamshell, we have got one light on top, one light on the bottom. What it does is it eliminates all shadows. Unlike the beauty lighting setup where you have a little bit of shadow under the nose, In this lighting setup, you have none. This creates a very flattering effects, and it is preferred by the beauty photographers, where they click the tight portraits. Let's go and see this. So as you can see, like the beauty photography lighting, we have placed one light on top that will create a small shadow, but to eliminate that shadow under the chin and under the nose, we have placed the second light. So what the second light will do, it will eliminate all shadow under the chin and under the nose. Another way of achieving the clamshell effect is by using a reflector. What we'll do is we'll place the reflector here. Vanya, do you mind holding this? Thank you. So by placing the reflector like this or asking your model to hold it for you, what you'll do, you'll reflect the light coming out of this light and it will fill in all the shadows under her chin and under her nose. Let's try it out. Just keep holding this one here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you can let go. The difference between the clamshell lighting and the beauty lighting is there's no shadow created under the nose. So sense of directional lighting is not there. Hence these shots are used by the makeup artist or the cosmetic industry because of a flat, even look. Now let's have a look at the broad light setup. What this does is, the subject's face facing towards the camera, it will illuminate that part. The subject's face which is not facing the camera will be in the shadows. So the subject will be a little tilted towards the camera. So this gives a little softer and a more expansive look. What it also does, it creates a natural portrait-like effect. Let's have a look. Now what I've done is I've placed the light on a diagonal position and I'll ask Vanya to shift a little. Madhya, do you mind? Yeah, that's it. That's enough. So as you can see, the broader side of the subject is in the highlight and the shorter side is in the shadow. So what this will do is it will expand Vanya's face, and even if you're working with a model who has got a thinner face, this will just make her face look more expansive. Let's check it out. We can see the broad side, which is the bigger side of the face, is in the highlight or in the lighting area, and the shorter side or the less seen side is in the shadow area. Now a few reasons to use this lighting is either you want to mimic the natural daylight or a window light, or you want to create a friendly impression in your portraits, especially for people with narrow or long faces, and if you want to avoid harsh shadows or contrast on your subject's face. And you can also use this lighting to emphasize the subject's eyes or their smiles. Lastly, we have the short lighting setup. We light the face of the subject which is not facing towards the camera, creating a more narrow and a defined look. It is very great to emphasize on the contour, on the jawline, and adding depths to your portraits. Let's have a look. Now we'll move this light behind the subject. Like this one here. Now I want you to turn a little towards me. Yes, face towards me. Yes. Now I want you to hold a point and look there. Yeah, that's it. As you can see in this image, because of the short light portrait, it is mostly dark. It's good that way to hide the imperfections. Short lighting is also an easy way to produce dramatic low-key images. Now this light also has several effects, like it narrows the face, provides heavy contrast, and helps with the face sculpting. Guys, there's one more way to achieve these lighting setup. It's not by turning the light or moving the light. It is by moving the model. We can get the same results. Vanya, turn a little that way. As you can see guys, we get the split lighting setup in this light. And when Vanya moves a little towards me, we get the Rembrandt lighting. Now Vanya move a little towards me. Yeah, that's it. We get the loop lighting. Now more, and we get the butterfly lighting. So guys, not just by moving the light, we can also move the model and get the same lighting effects. There you have it, 7 essential photography techniques for your portrait lighting. Now guys, remember, I have shot this on a reflector for demonstration purposes. You can always use an umbrella, a softbox, or octa, a para, or a beauty dish, any of these. Now you can also use a fill light, which I have not used, or a reflector to fill in the deep shadows. Don't be afraid to mix and create your own style. And that wraps up our portrait lighting techniques. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share and subscribe for more photography tips and tutorials. Happy shooting!